Hi, everybody. Dan Illman, Matt Bernier, one of 3 graded stakes races at Santa Anita on Saturday is the Robert J. Frankel Stakes. $100,000 is the purse for fillies and mares. DRF Bets sponsors our stakes previews, and if you sign up to DRF Bets right now, you'll receive a $200 free bet, no deposit required, at drf.com/join. Please use the promo code FREEBET09. Now let's take a look at the field for the Frankel. Again, we're going 1 1/8 miles for fillies and mares. We've got 2 shipping west from the Chad Brown barn and 2 local hopes, or new local hopes, for trainer Richard Baltus. Let's talk about the guests first, Matt. LEC's World, the 2-to-1 morning line favorite. Penn Jade, the 5-to-2 second choice. They both exit a common race, the Forever Together, and they kind of got different trips.
Yeah, you know, you look at Alici's World, she got a little bit bottled up there, was unable to come through with it. Meanwhile, Penn Jade seemed to have everything work out for her. I do wonder, when you look at the 2 of them, there's no denying that this race goes through Chad Brown. What else is new? A turf race, Chad's name shows up. It just feels like Penn Jade is the one that he took a lot of time with, let her go through her conditions, let her continue to build that confidence. And when he threw her to the deep end, she's acquitted herself relatively nicely. The concern that I have is, at what price are you willing to take a horse that, I have to be honest, she's done just fine. I don't think she's any world beater in here. And as far as Alici's World is concerned, she's not the most trustworthy horse. She may be one of the more talented ones in here, but I don't trust her.
No, I agree. LEC's World seems to find ways to lose. Last time out, it was a good trip until it wasn't. She saved ground, and then she got all bottled up when she was commencing a run at the 3/16 pole, and then after that, she had no chance. Penn Jade, on the other hand, she wants to beat you. She's won 4 of her last 5 starts, and all of those wins have come by a half length or less, so she really digs in the stretch. She's got a good kick. She might need a little bit of pace help. Arad Ortiz breaking from the inside post. Let's talk about the Baltus duo. The 2 is Midnight Crossing, who was purchased out of the Keeneland November sale for $240,000. Do you think she's more of a synthetic runner?
Well, at this point, I don't know what she really is. She's 2 for 17. She's 1 on turf. She's 1 on synth. Maybe I'm being just entirely too harsh. It's only a 6-horse field. Anything can happen. I just have a very hard time envisioning any way where this horse wins. Maybe they're aggressive and try to send her if they think that there's a lack of pace in here. I just can't imagine her taking back, trying to make one run, and being able to run with either one of the brown horses.
Now, this is going to be a tall order for her. I do think she's slightly better over the synthetic. Conversely, the other Baltus runner, Gliding By, I think is better on turf and is a bit dirtied up by her 2 most recent starts against stakes competition over the Tapeta Service at Woodbine. Baltus plucked this one out of that sale for only $62,000. The turf form is good. I think she has a shot to hit the board at a price. Blinkers off.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the turf form is good. The question is, how good is it as opposed to who she's facing? I have to be honest with you, as a 2-year-old, I thought she was going to be a monster, and I didn't have any fault with them going to the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies turf, and for some reason, she just hasn't really taken that giant next step forward like I thought she would back when Mott had her. Maybe this time around, now you get her into Southern California, back over to the turf, maybe you get an improved effort. Wouldn't surprise me if she hit the board.
We talked about the 2 brown horses coming out of a common race in New York. Lacine and Responsible for Love both exit the Grade 3 red carpet handicap at Del Mar, and Lacine really had a tough trip. In tight from about the far turn all the way to mid-stretch, finally got down towards the inside and seemed to be rolling late. The problem is Lacine's run second 9 times out of 30 starts. She finds a way to get into trouble.
You know, here I am saying with Alici's World, you know, she's hard to trust. She likes to settle for minor awards. If I'm saying that about her, and I think she's more talented than Lacine, how could I make a case for Lacine? I think she's a nice horse, don't get me wrong, but she is basically Alici's World to me, just a little bit watered down. I don't think she's as talented as the brown filly is. And you're right, she just, no matter what, she seems to find some sort of trouble. When it looks like she's going to go on and do things, she finds some spot of trouble on the far turn or whatever it may be. I think she's a fine horse. I think she can show up and run a decent race. I have a hard time seeing her win.
6 horses lining up for the Robert J. Frankel Stakes. You're going to take the 3rd choice in the wagering as we take a look at our top selections. Responsible for Love was your horse watch on out of the gate after a really troubled trip in the Grade 1 Rodeo Drive. Maybe she needed the red carpet. It was her first start in 2 months. It looked like she was in with a big chance turning into the stretch, and How Unusual was able to outfinish her to the wire. I actually like her cutting back here to 1 1/8 miles.
Yeah, there's a part of me, I'm not entirely sure what distance is ideal for her. For the longest time, I thought longer was better, and then she got snapped at the wire most recently by How Unusual and that red carpet that you alluded to. You're right, getting back to the mile and an eighth, maybe it works. I'm afraid that it might be a hair sharp, but at the same time, the thing that I'm most interested in, you and I talked about it, when she first came here to North America, it felt like she was that sort of one run, just crazy run off speed. And then all of a sudden they decided, well, we can take her off the pace a little bit and she's going to settle and relax and come with a little bit of a run. I almost want them to go back to those tactics that she showed when she first got here, where she was a little bit kind of keen early on. Let her run a little bit in a race like this. I don't think she can outkick either one of the brown horses, but if you tell me that Talamo's going to have a 2 or 3 length head start, I'll take my chances with Responsible for Love.
You'll go with the 6, Responsible for Love. I just love a horse that knows where the wire is, and Penjade's won 4 of 5. She's got Chad, she's got Arad Ortiz. I'm hoping she can stay within range if the pace is slow, but she showed a kick last time out in the Forever Together, coming from last or mid-pack to win that race. I'll go with her 1-4-6-3 in the Grade 3 Robert J. Frankel. Again, if you're playing this really nice card from Santa Anita at home on Saturday, $200 free bet for new DRF Bet subscribers. No deposit required at drf.com/join, promo code FREEBET09. An approximate post time for race number 4, the Grade 3 Robert J. Frankel, 2 o'clock Pacific. Good luck.